Welcome back, everyone. This is part 2 of the King's Castle. King James along with Blair Chopin.
What's up?
Today we are breaking down the 30th annual Survivor Series and giving you our bold predictions. So,
Bold predictions.
So now we get to the female-on-female 10-person tag match. It's going to be Charlotte, Nia Jax, Bayley, Alicia Fox, and Sasha Banks for Team Raw against Nikki Bella, Carmella, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, and Naomi for Team SmackDown. Now, I gotta say, in this one, I gotta give a clear advantage to Raw. And I'll tell you why. Because up until this point, even though the Raw women's locker room can't stand each other, SmackDown has kind of let their egos get in the way, especially since Natalya has volunteered herself to be their coach and kind of been a little more annoying than helpful. So I gotta give the edge to Raw.
Yeah, I think I would agree with you. I think it's setting up for a Raw victory.
Now, as far as the tag team scenario is concerned, we've got the New Day, Sheamus and Cesaro, let's see, the Shining Stars, I can't think of the other two, but they're going against Rhino and Slater, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The Hype Bros.
The what?
The Hype Bros, Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder.
Okay, Mojo. You gotta get Mojo in there.
The Ascension, the Usos, and American Alpha.
Ooh, I like American Alpha.
You like American Alpha.
I mean, I don't know if they're gonna win, but I like them.
But again, this match is not about who's the better team. It's about team members coming together for the better good of the brand. Now, I gotta admit, in this one, I think Raw needs the victory because, let's face it, we can both agree that SmackDown drafted slightly better when it came time for the brand extension back in July. So, I think Raw needs a majority victory in order to prove their superiority to this point. What do you make of this?
Yeah, like you said, I think SmackDown, from the information I have, has kind of put it out there that they think they're going to win this and they think they're going to take control. So I do think it will be a pretty convincing Raw victory.
But I will say,
SmackDown's kind of poisoned the well.
And one thing I didn't mention in the last segment when we were talking about the men versus men segment is SmackDown Live's commissioner, Shane McMahon, is also on the team, as we know, replacing Baron Corbin, who was injured a couple of weeks ago. But a very interesting point was made up this past Monday on Raw during the Superstar Summit between the general managers and commissioners. Stephanie seems to think that the only reason Shane agreed to substitute for Team SmackDown is because he himself is a glory hog. She thinks he's trying to hog everybody else's spotlight, when in reality, he says he's trying to prove that that's the way to show you're a better leader, as opposed to threatening the other people's jobs.
Right.
But one of the things that concerns me about Shane in this stature is the fact that during the course of his career, he has wrestled on pay-per-view 24 times.
Ooh.
And 15 of those he's lost, including WrestleMania this past April. So just because of Shane's track record, I really don't like Team SmackDown's odds in that match.
Yeah, but you could either take that two ways. You could say he's due to win a big match, but also we know Shane. We've watched him wrestle before, and he likes to kind of, I think, take the big risk to prove himself as worthy of being a professional wrestler, do something crazy, and usually that ends up with him being in a situation where he's injured or playing injured, and that means that's why he usually takes the L. So I could see that happening as well.
And
Plus, I think fans are kind of yearning for something, maybe not like he did at WrestleMania,
right?
But they want something like that again. And
actually, JR once said that kid is a bright kid, but he personally thought Shane had more guts than brains. And after what we saw at WrestleMania and this past week, I probably have to agree. I don't think Shane knows what he's got himself into, especially with a 385-pound wild card by the name of Braun Strowman on the Team Raw side. But the other thing to consider is the fact that Shane put himself in the match could hurt his track record as the commissioner. So we could see. I'm not trying to spoil anything or set anything up here, but I think we could see a power struggle after Survivor Series, and the balance of power could shift on one brand in one way or another.
Yeah.
Meaning we could have a new general manager or a new commissioner after Survivor Series, depending on what happens. So that remains to be seen. But when we come back, we're going to shift gears and get to a little interpromotional blood, so stay right there.